Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang, God Squad. It's what it is, man. Here to highlight y'all, man. I just saw a video with Floyd Mayweather, Bandu Jack, and Leonard Ellerby via Fight Hype. Shout out Fight Hype. Basically, Floyd he admitted that it's his fault that the fighters today, all they own is making the biggest payday to basically transcend what Floyd has already done in the business. He said it himself. He said, it's my fault. Now, he didn't say it like he felt bad or that he was doing something wrong. He was just saying like, yeah, it's my fault. But at the same time, this is what he said. At the same time, I made it like this. These fighters are making more money than I was making in the beginning of their careers. I have myself to thank for that, for these fighters. And now these fighters want all this money, because I've broken the mold. You know, I made all this money, so now everybody want to do what I did. But what y'all failing to realize, which y'all hella ignorant about, when Floyd was 20 fights in a game, 30 fights in a game, 15 fights in a game, he wasn't seeing no M's. Lomachenko touching M's. 11 fights in the game, he touching M's. Anthony Yard touching M's. He only got 15, 16 fights, 14 or 15 fights, I think, in the game. And he touching M's. That's unheard of. Floyd wasn't touching M's when he was 15 fights in. Floyd even said it on Fire Video. He said, I started touching M's when I fought Arturo Gatti and Oscar De La Hoya and all that. He made investments. That's where the bulk of his money came from, was making smart investments. He even tells it all the time. I made smart investments. I was smart with my money. Simple. And he just basically, he let his money take care of itself. He basically didn't spend no money. You know, he let his money basically take care of itself. But to the fighters out here that's sitting there talking about, oh, the money got to be right. The money always right. It's more money in boxing than MMA. Eddie Hearn just got $1 billion deal with Matchroom. $1 billion deal with Matchroom. He's finna be putting on so many fucking shows. It's ridiculous. It's finna be so many big fights coming out of Matchroom. He even offered Mikey Garcia a 3-fight deal. And Mikey Garcia turned that shit down because the third fight, which would have been the big money fight for Mikey Garcia, happened to be making the same amount of money. He would make the same amount of money in that third fight that he made when he fought Adrian Broner. So why would I fight these two fights making less money to get to a payday, to get to the bigger payday, which is the amount of money that I've already made? So basically, I'm shortchanging myself. I'm discrediting my worth. You know what I'm saying? But if you could give me 3 fights, right, and the first 2 fights are equivalent to my last purse, and then the third fight is like maybe double, or just, you know, a nicer number than the first 2, hey, man, that's a good deal. I'm not giving the numbers because I don't know the numbers, because they didn't say the numbers. They just said Eddie Hearn gave a number, and it was a nice number. So I feel like all these fighters are spoiled. I do disagree with how Floyd does his fighters. If I'm saying flyers, his fighters, I really do feel like he spoils them. I couldn't be a fighter under Mayweather Promotions. Floyd, I don't want you to buy me a house. I don't want you to buy me a car. I don't want you to buy me a watch. For one, I don't even wear watches. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to buy me a chain. I don't wear chains. I don't wear jewelry. I got my ears pierced, but I don't wear jewelry. So I'm not a flashy, flamboyant dude. You couldn't get me like that. You know what I'm saying? What I feel fighters should do is say, thank you, Floyd. I appreciate it. But nah. Because by Floyd giving you that, because by the way, you got to remember, nobody gave that to Floyd. Nobody gave Floyd what Floyd is giving his fighters. Nobody. Maybe that's why he's doing it. I don't know. But I don't agree with that. Because if I sign to you and you buy me a house, you buy me a car, you give me clothes, you give me my mama a house, you do all these things that technically I'm supposed to do. Now I'm not hungry no more. I'm not hungry no more. Because you basically taking care of everything. All I got to do is fight, win fights or whatever. But I'm pretty much taken care of by you, Floyd Mayweather. I'm basically you taking care of me. I'm not really, now that's not saying that he don't make his fighters work. That's not saying that he always give money, because he said himself that eventually, it comes a time where he stopped giving money and he stopped, he says no, and fighters get mad at him for saying no. And the reason why fighters get mad at Floyd for saying no finally is because you said yes so much. You can't say yes all the time, yes, 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 and deliver, because people don't remember all the times you say yes. They only remember the few times you say no. That's just how people are. Fucked up, but it's what it is. So I feel Floyd shouldn't do that. He shouldn't give fighters everything off the back just because they signed to him. Just to make it's like he making himself look better. Like, yeah, you go to Floyd Mayweather Promotions, you can get this, you get this, you get this. It's like I don't want you to buy me, man. Don't try to buy me. You know what I mean? Giving me trinkets, cars, clothes, buying me a house. I'm like, nah. I give, and I know there's gonna be some people saying you saying that now, but if he was to put that in your face, nah, for real. Think about it. He's giving you everything, so you don't gotta work for shit. You know what I mean? That make you not work as hard, because I know, well, shit, Floyd gonna give it to me. I'm under Floyd Mayweather, so I got money, because Floyd gonna look after me, because I'm one of his fighters. All I got to do is look, is look good, stay in the gym, work out, win a fight or two. Floyd gonna look after me, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting bums anyway. I ain't really fighting no top contender, no top tier opponent. I'm fighting these low class dudes, getting my shit up, you dig? And Floyd just taking care. Nah, fuck that. Floyd, give me the fights. I stay at home. I'm like, if I stayed at home with my mom, I live at home with my mom, let me get my fight. That's making me hungry. Me living at home with my mama, going through that bullshit, dealing with the struggle, mom paying all the bills, and I'm barely doing anything because I ain't got no money. That make me hungry. That make me want to go to the gym. That make me want to get on the floor. Give me a fight. Give me a fight. Give me a fight. Man, I can give you this. No. Give me a fight. Let me be my own alpha male. Earn my own way. Let me earn my way. You giving it to me. I'm the type of dude, I like to work for my shit. I don't want it to be given to me. Because if you give it to me, then you can say, I gave you this apartment. I gave you them clothes. I gave you this car. I don't want nobody to be able to say that to me. And Floyd can say that to some of his fighters, maybe all of them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody to have that over my head. You ain't giving me shit. I'ma earn it. I'ma pay for that shit myself with the money I earn from fighting. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? The most I would have ever asked Floyd for was if I was short on some ends or food. Hey, Floyd, my refrigerator is a little short right now. Can you fill it up? Like, that's about the most I would probably ask. But I don't want you to buy me a house, my mama a house, because that take away from me doing it. Because I want that feeling. I want to know what it feel like to go out there, earn that money, and then go to my mama and say, here, mama, go get you a house. I did this. Go get you a house, mama. Go get you a car, mama. I did it, mama. I made it, mama. Here. That's what I'm on. I wouldn't let Floyd take that from me. That's just me. I can't speak for other motherfuckers. Other people see money and just lose their mind and be ready to sell their soul for a fucking dollar. That ain't me. Excuse me. So, say that to say this. A lot of these fighters out here, y'all spoiled. Y'all like spoiled brats, spoiled little kids. Tripping on all this bullshit, talking about the money got to be right, the money got to be right. And a lot of y'all boxers, man, y'all not broke. Y'all niggas ain't broke. Y'all got money. I'm talking about, the money got to be right. But you just made $1.5 million last fight. $1.5 million ain't enough for you. $2.5 million ain't enough for you. When years ago, at your point in your career, when the fighters was at that type of pedestal in their career, they wasn't getting no M's. You know when fighters was getting M's? Pay-per-view. That's when you was getting M's. Was pay-per-view. And depending on who you was in boxing, like the Lennox Lewises, the Tysons, the Holyfields, I think those dudes was touching M's no matter what network they fought on. But mostly you was touching M's if you was pay-per-view. You was touching them M's for sure. Straight up. But a lot of these fighters, like I said, y'all spoiled, y'all ungrateful, and y'all need to just get over yourselves, man. Cause making $1 million a fight ain't bad. Like Danny Garcia won't fight Sean Porter for probably like 1.5 million. He probably won't. He probably would be like, no, I ain't finna fight. Hell no. I made that my last fight. That's Sean Porter. You got to give me like 2. That's greedy. I'm not saying that he's saying that. I'm not saying that he did say that. But I'm seeing a lot of fighters think like that. I'll offer you 1.2 million. Like you walk away with 1.2 million. They like, nah, that's not enough money. You know, back in the day, fighters wasn't seeing that on the norm, off of ESPN, off of Showtime, off of HBO. It wasn't a lot of fighters that could see that. And now, damn near every fighter that's got a name is touching some M's. You niggas is greedy, man. Y'all greedy. Straight up. Y'all need to chill out. Y'all not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd was a trendsetter. He revolutionized the game of boxing, so he made it to where now it's money in boxing. That's all Floyd did. I used to talk shit about it, but now I realize all Floyd did was bring money to boxing. That's all Floyd did. Floyd just brought money to boxing. He made boxing the bigger revenue in combat sports. That's all Floyd did. And all y'all got from that is, I want what he got. I want what. You should never want what the next man have. You should only want what you can get for yourself. You should never want what the next man got. That's not what an alpha man do. The alpha male don't want what the next man got. I see what you got. Now I want to figure out how can I beat that. I don't want what he had. I want to do better. And if I can't, well, I'm a damn sure will try. Simple. But that's the gist of it, man. Fighters nowadays in this new millennium, shit is greedy, man. And they need to get their shit together, man. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd ain't saying it like he feeling bad. And Floyd shouldn't feel bad. Floyd brought money to boxing, and he made boxing the biggest revenue in combat sports. Boxing is where the money is at. But MMA is where the fights are at. See who caught that. See who's smart enough to understand that. But you already know what it is. It's your boy, DT3, New Media, Notification Gang, God Squad. It's what it is, man. Follow your boy on Instagram at DBoyWSO. Follow your boy on Twitter at DBoyWSO. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified every time I hit y'all with some hot shit, man. Holla at your boy DT3, man. It's money in boxing, man. Get it. 100.